What are we going to talk about today? Well, usually I come on here and I give you some information or tell you about something that you grew up on that you forgot about. You say, oh man, I forgot about that toy, or I forgot about that blah blah whatever. But today I need your help, and that's kind of what the noon videos are, where we get the conversation going in the comment section, and hopefully you guys can help me out, because I think I've got some I think I found some Indiana Jones lost media. Now, let's talk about how I found this. I was searching some old newspaper articles. That's what I do in my free time. I know, fun, right? But trying to think of something I could do a video on. And I came across this 1989 ad for the Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade movie. Take a look at it. As you can see, it's nothing special. Have the adventure of your life keeping up with the Joneses. It's playing at the Plaza Twin. But look at the very bottom. Play the game Indiana Jones. And it has a number you can call, 1-900-990-8683. Says you can win exciting prizes, and only will cost you $2.50. You will need a touch-tone phone. Now this was going back to 1989. What a good year for movies. I mean, not only did you have Last Crusade, you had Ghostbusters 2, Batman, and some other classics I'm sure I've forgotten about. And as much as I was into Last Crusade, I don't remember this number. I'm sure if I heard about it, I would have called about it. Now, when I saw this article with the phone number to call, I said, I've got to look this up. I've got to hear those phone calls. I mean, they got to be out there. Back before the release of Empire Strikes Back, there was a 900 number you could call and get some news on the upcoming Star Wars movie. I did a whole video on that, but I was like, if that audio's out there, this audio has to be out there also. But I went to Google and started searching around, and I could find very little. It does seem like another ad did appear in some Lucasfilm magazines and some comic books. This ad right here. Now you can be Indiana Jones. Play the Indiana Jones interactive telephone adventure game. Choose from 6 games. Win great Indiana Jones prizes. And there's the number again. If you notice, both of these ads have the number at 1-900-990-8683. But if you look at your phone, you'll see that's also 1-900-990-INDY. It's odd that they took the time to make it spell Indy, but then in all the promotions, they didn't have it say Indy. Again, touch-tone phones only, and $2.50 per call, which is kind of unusual because back then they would price you by the minute, but it says per call. So with that information, again, I started searching, and I did find something close. I found an actual TV ad for this game. How did I not hear about this? I was so into Indiana Jones. I don't know how I missed this. Anyway, here's the ad.
Don't just see Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Be Indiana Jones and take on 6 new adventures. Call 1-900-990-INDY on your touch-tone phone to play the Indiana Jones telephone adventure game. Every caller can write in for a great Indy photo certificate. It's only $2.50 a call. Kids, check with your parents before calling.
You call this archaeology?
Take on the challenge and don't miss Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Rated PG-13. Starts Wednesday, May 24th at theaters everywhere.
I figured if anybody knew, it would have to be the Phantom Indiana Jones website, so I went over there because they have everything there is about Indiana Jones, and they did have this listed, but very little information. Indiana Jones Interactive Telephone Adventure Game was a series of 6 adventure games that could be played with touch-tone telephones. Released in 1989, along with the release of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade in movie theaters, the audio adventure allows the caller to step into the role of Indiana Jones. Step into the role of Indiana Jones? I would have wanted to do that in 1989, and I want to do that today. That sounds great. Now, what about these phone calls? Did no one record them? Are they out there? The company that did this has to have copies of, someone has to have copies of these audio calls. Either someone holding a tape recorder up to the phone or something. It has to be out there. But I guess this is some Indiana Jones lost media. And it's sad to think there's something out there, Indiana Jones related, that we just won't know about. Of course, we won't be able to play it, but still it would be nice to be able to hear the actual recordings on YouTube or something. So that's why I'm reaching out to you guys. Who knows, maybe one of you in 1989 recorded it and never thought nothing else about it, and you got it on the cassette tape in your closet somewhere. But sadly, if it's been this long and hadn't turned up online, it's probably not going to turn up. But I'm curious out there also, who knows about this phone number? Because I just found out about it today, unless I just blocked it from my memory. Maybe my mom told me not to call 1-900 number, so I blocked it. But I don't remember this at all. So I'm curious if any of you guys out there called this number. If I can't find the audio of the actual phone calls in the game, Maybe you can explain to me how the game works. I'm guessing it's maybe like Choose Your Own Adventure, where you would push a number. You know, if you want Indiana Jones to jump or use his whip, press 2 for the whip, press 1 for jump, and it would go from there. And I'm curious how the prizes work and what the prizes are. This is all confusing to me. I need information. I need answers. So I'm going to put it out there to you guys and see what you guys can find for me, and hopefully you'll find something. And if I find out anything new from you guys or myself, I'll do an updated video. Well, come back at 8 o'clock for the normal 8 o'clock video. Until then, help me find the audio to this Indiana Jones game. Someone has to have it. Well, I want to thank you for watching. Thumb up if you like my content. Subscribe to the channel. And we'll talk again soon.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.